so begging the minimum wage. Gotta keep all of this crunch time. Eating rappers is lunchtime. You the man only sometimes. End your career with a punchline. The industry tip is the front line. You never mind. Getting money in my bloodline. Talking on mine. Keep with a real. Don't want to talk if it ain't about a dip. But it ain't for me real quick. Ain't gon' stop till my net worth millions. Going school, I drop down. They try to read when I drive with the top down. Give me on.
We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Straight ahead is a rematch of last year.
What you mean you don't know how I'm stepping? What you mean you don't know what I'm repping? I'm good on my hook, like they call me the blessing. So back in my side, you gotta come and check in. As the wind get hectic, don't let me slide up on you, no electric. Get hit on like it's Tetris. You felt the way in my
bittik ya.
I don't know, I ain't mentioning beef. I don't think no one better than me. You can say what you want, but my steppers don't speak. If I tell them to go, then they stepping on 3 like on the chain, that's competitive. Me make it rain in your hood like I weather the street. So I think we good, I'ma get to the breach. You only as tough as your weapon could be. I done call me a Dylan, I got off the block. There's no why, the ice on my neck is so shorty on hot. If I'm rapping, that want me to flap. I don't care about no dissing, cause none of them pop. And I'm shooting my stars off a pop. They be all on my DM like when you gon' drop. Look, it get boring, just me at the top. It get boring, just me at the top. I be shaking their hearts every time that I drop. Like when I walk in the spot, it's
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one in the NFC, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the San Francisco 49ers. The kicker, Jake Moody's got it teed up. And we are underway now from Santa Clara. Boston Scott on the return from his end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. Gotta like that start. 14 yards to get him going. Plays like that will really help this offense settle in here on the road.
And when you go on the road, you also have to deal with the fans as well. And when you have those types of runs, that'll settle them back into their seats.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll make it 2nd down. Throwing is Hurts. He delivers another to Goddard, complete. And a crossover out of bounds right at the 25. They go play action with Hurts. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting wrecked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there, and they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area, that they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts from 17 yards out. And the Eagles are on the board first here this afternoon. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Purdy now to throw. That ball caught, Brandon Ayuk. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The two big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 31. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. And the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now Purdy. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. From 13 yards out. And the Niners respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. And he clanks it off the right upright. And it's no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. On the return, Boston Scott. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now a 2nd and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down. Under a minute to go. Clock running at a back-and-forth first quarter of play.
63.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 21 yards. After one, a one-point game, 7-6. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game, but after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Hurts. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown! Jalen Hurts finding A.J. Brown as his guys are able to extend their lead. Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead is up to 8. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Purdy. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Picked off by James Bradbury.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
They will run straight ahead with Swift. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams would take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable 2nd down.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange.
Over, you bragging ignorance, you lack the vision from sacrilegious. I feel my ratchets, you have offended my clearly crafted mission with crass intentions. You may have given them credit so they can save now. This ain't the end and you might as well go and lay down. Make way to witness the heights are going, I'm paid down. You pray for distance with guys like me, it's too late now. Preparation beats opportunity, no? Being great, that's ambiguity, no? Too much at stake for your foolery, is it though? Keep on hating, it's fuel to me, did you know? What have I done? What are my motives? What am I thinking? What are you thinking? What's to be done? Who needs a motive?
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to South Florida at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Miami Dolphins. Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started. And we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium. Boston Scott on the return from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll set up a throw. Complete to Zacchaeus. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Looking here for Smith downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Down the right sideline. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Smith, 79 yards. And the Eagles march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And he'll get this into the hands of Braxton Berrios. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
All right, fellas, listen up. Ready.
On the ground, this is Devon Achane. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Here is 3rd and 5. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Well, he's got some breathing room, and he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. Play action. Now it's Tua. Steps away. And that is incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Hey, turbo one, turbo one.
A run with Mostert up the middle. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
TX.
Now Tua. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And the Eagles are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
An excellent pickup of 20 yards. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
Intercepted. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
All right.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception. On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
Go ahead.
Now a 2nd and 6. Looking to pass. Tua. They set up the screen. Achane has it. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Get right here.
2nd and 10.
Corner, long. Double one, hard. Out.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. That's going to be caught downfield by Hill. Touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 43 yards. And the Dolphins are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Scott on the return out of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
On 2nd down, here's the option. And he'll get this one up to the 26. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
Tough spot here, 3rd down and 11. He'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
And when you're throwing the ball downfield really well like they have been on this drive, it's really a nice time to work one of the screen plays in. One of my favorite play callers in the game has always told me he starts every game with 10 to 12 screens because if he starts feeling the pressure from the defense, he uses their aggressiveness against them.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Here's Swift. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. DeAndre Swift. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
Sometimes you get a 1st and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on 1st down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. And they'll get to it right away as he's taken down right there at the 44. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
At the 44-yard line.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Tua sets up to pass it. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Here's 2nd and 10. Tua going to throw. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Solo left Zion.
Tua setting up shop to throw again. And he'll complete this one to Barrios. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. A gain of 8 there on the play. And they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's Tua. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. From the gun, it's Tua. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Watch it, Oscar.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Down near the goal line, things really get physical. You're always anticipating a running play, but when they do throw it, things happen quickly. A little bit of a bang-bang play there that falls incomplete.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? And again, it's Tagovailoa. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
On that snap, he's the hero of his defense after the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. Tua, a final shot before half. Touchdown, Dolphins! Durham Smythe as time expires in the first half. And the Dolphins have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. So they say no to the field goal try late in the half, and it winds up really paying off as they score on the final play.
Yeah, a little bit of a gamble, but they had some foresight as well because they knew they were going to get the ball to start the 3rd quarter. So they thought to themselves, if we score here, we can double up on back-to-back drives when we start the 2nd half.
So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And ready to get the party started for the 2nd half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This taken in at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. This offense ready for the first drive of the 3rd quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun 2nd half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the 2nd half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
And he goes across the 20 to the 22. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
No, that wasn't an explosive run. That wasn't one that took it all the way to the house. But, boy, for a team that's had trouble running it the entire game, that's the kind of run they need, hopefully, to get themselves kick-started.
Third down at 6. They're going to look to throw. This one thrown underneath to Achane. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
They'll go. Achane. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position.
Great.
They go play action with Hurts. This short throw caught by Goddard. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, they're hoping that the 2nd half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. Going across the middle, and Goddard's got it. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
A nice chunk play from the tight end position, and it illustrates the cohesiveness that he and his quarterback have. Both saw the extra defender doubling him up, and they still combined for the completion and big gain.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
And they'll run the option on third and short yardage.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
Here's Hurts to throw. Touchdown, Eagles! Devontae Smith on the receiving end from Jalen Hurts. And the Eagles have moved out in front. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Here's a toss play right to Mostert. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
3rd and 8. In motion left goes a tight end.
Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick-6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick-6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Go ahead.
So from the 37, here's a 2nd and 9.
32 Stinger.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Now they go screen, it's complete. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And I know that one didn't work out the way they thought, but I don't think it was a bad time to call this play. You're thinking on 3rd down, you might possibly see some pressure. You might see a blitz. So they tried to set up the screen, but that one was well read, and they stopped them for no gain.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away. And
tripping, this is easy. Got them excited to meet me. I got diamonds, you got CZs. Wake up, get to it, and repeat. Hey, I ain't hearing nothing haters say. Let us talk about us. My whole crew is about 100 deep. Gotta walk around us. I kill it and then I walk away. Put the chalk around it. I just get low key and watch them talk about it. I'm in New York and we finna get loose. Squeeze the big apple and give me the juice. Don't wanna talk, I just do what it do. My alter egos can fill up a room. Hop on the flight, take a trip to Peru. That hop in the whip that is missing the roof. My woman a fire, just look at my boo. I'm the almighty, I'm feeling like Bruce. Ooh. I don't need much, ability to do. Ooh. Breaking the hearts and breaking the rules. Ooh. 10 out of 10, I'm feeling like two.